1988 postseason, known for the Dodgers versus the Mets and the A's versus the Red Sox. So, will the Hollywood Magic return to Hollywood for this Dodger team? Will the underachieving Mets finally realize their dream and win the World Series for the second time in 3 years? Will the Oakland A's win their first championship since 1973 as the Bash Brothers get started? Or will Morgan's Magic run out? Or will Morgan's Magic reach the World Championship and give Boston fans their first title in many years? Welcome to the 1988 postseason. STRAT will be playing as basic, and tonight, Game 1 of the National League Championship Series, as it's the New York Mets taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Oh. And we welcome you to the 1988 postseason here on ABC, as it is the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the New York Mets. And we will be playing at least the National League Championship Series with as-played lineups. If the Dodgers make the World Series, we'll have to really think if we want Kirk Gibson only getting one at-bat in the postseason and playing for that miracle. So we'll have to see how that will work if we go future with the Dodgers. This is an excellent Met team that underachieved. They'll be taking on a Dodger team who, like their 60s predecessors, did not hit for a lick. So this is not an offensive team, but they are led by a demon on the mound in the big bowl, Oral Hershiser, the pit bull, 23-8, 2.26 ERA, takes on Doc Gooden. He was 18-9, 3.19 ERA. Even though we're playing basic, we'll use super advances fatigue list. So Gooden is a 7 starter. Oral Hershiser is an 8 starter. Well, folks, it's time for baseball. Again, this is going to be Strat Basic with some hints of super advance and advance, like base stealing. But otherwise, it is what it is on the charts. Let's go to the lineups. So let's go to the lineups here. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series here in Dodger Stadium. The Met lineup will be Mookie Wilson in center, followed by Greg Jeffries at third, Keith Hernandez at first, Daryl Strawberry in right, Kevin Mcreynolds in left, Howard Johnson at short, Gary Carter behind the plate, Wally Backman at second, and batting ninth and pitching, Doc Gooden. For the Los Angeles Dodgers defensively, let's kind of give you a rundown of their defense and some ratings. Kurt Gibson in left, he's a 3. John Shelby in center, he's a 2. Mike Marshall in right, he's a 3. Jeff Hamilton's at third, he's a 2. Alfredo Griffin's a 1 at short. Steve Sachs a 3 at second, and Franklin Stubbs is a 4 at first. Behind the plate is Mike Scioscia. He's a 1 behind the plate with a -2 arm. And on the mound is Oral Hershiser. We talked about Oral before. 23-8, 2.26 ERA. In 267 innings, only give up 208 hits. He's an 8 pitcher fatigue. He also has a He's also a -2 on the hold. So here we go. Let's get started. 1988 National League postseason is underway. Mookie Wilson gets a start today against a righty. Surprisingly, you'd think it'll be Dykstra, but Wilson will get the start. He's a switch hitter, batting from the left-hand side, has some power against Hershiser. Here we go. First pitch of the ball game of the 1988 postseason. Game 1, best of 7. Oh, 4 dice. That's not going to work. So we'll go ahead and throw the blue one out, and we'll use the white one as the de facto die. So here we go. Let's redo that again. Too many dice in the old chambers. Let's replay it. And there it is. It rolls around. The white guy has its own magic today. It's a 2. 2 on a 3. And yeah, it was Mookie Wilson's column, though. Ground ball, second base, picked up by Sachs, throws him out, and the postseason is underway. So one out here is Greg Jeffries. Boy, oh boy, 109 at-bats, 8 doubles, 2 triples, 6 home runs. And he has hit 321. Davey Johnson decides he wants to make Greg Jeffries his everyday starter at third base and putting Howard Johnson at short. So we'll see if the kid can do it. He's a switch hitting. He'll bat lefty against Hershiser. What a spot for the kid to be in. Hershiser deals to him 6-11. Ground ball to first. That's picked up by Stubbs. He takes it to the bag himself, and there's 2 outs. So now here is Keith Hernandez, the first baseman, 276, 348 bats, injury issue, 16 doubles, and 11 home runs. Hernandez 2 outs here in the first. Lefty against a righty. Hershiser deals to Hernandez. 1-6, and Hernandez draws the walk. So a 2-out walk to Keith Hernandez. Hernandez is an E-stealer, but he's a 1-11 running, so we will hold him to cut down a little of his range. Now here is the powerful right fielder, Daryl Strawberry. 269, 39 home runs. Lefty-righty combination. Hershiser peeks at the runner at first. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. 1-8, and that's a shot down the line for at least a double. A double for Strawberry. Let's see if that can score Hernandez. That's only going to be a +1 going home, a 1-12. On deck is Mcreynolds, and they will they'll hold them. They'll send them at third. So they'll hold them at third. Strawberry with the double, and the Mets have second and third and 2 outs. How about that? Second and third, 2 outs for the New York Mets. So the Mets trying to get started in a hurry here. Give me 1 second here. RJL 518. Yes, sir. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Hope everything is going okay with you. And yes, it is one of the more underachieving Met teams in baseball. So here we go. Here's Kevin Mcreynolds. He is a 1 and left. He came over 288 hitter, 27 home runs. Second and third, 2 outs. Hershiser from the stretch. Here we go. 1-8, and that's a shot deep to left field, and Hershiser's got some problems. That's a double off the wall. That will knock in both. Hernandez, Strawberry will walk in. Mets lead 2-0. So the Mets jump on Hershiser early after a 2-out walk to Hernandez. Strawberry doubles, and Mcreynolds doubles. So now here is the shortstop, Howard Johnson, 230, 24 home runs. Switch hitter batting from the left-hand side. Hershiser from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-7, ground ball to short. That is Griffin. He's a 1. That is an 18 on a 1, and he makes the play. Throws him out, ends the inning. But the New York Mets score 2 in the first. On 2 hits, they leave 1. At the end of 1/2 inning of play, here we go to the Dodgers. It's 2-0 Mets. So 2-0 Mets, half of the first inning here. And the Dodger lineup is as follows. Steve Sachs leading off at second, followed by Franklin Stubbs at first. Kurt Gibson in left, Mike Marshall in right. It'll be John Shelby in center, followed by Mike Scioscia behind the plate. Jeff Hamilton at third, Alfredo Griffin at short, and Hershiser is your pitcher. Now for the New York Mets defensively, and let's give you a defensive alignment for these Mets and how they go. Left to right radio dial. It is Mcreynolds in left. He's a 1. Mookie Wilson is in center. He's a 3, and Strawberry in right's a 3. Greg Jeffries gets the start at third. He's in for his bat. He's a 3. Johnson at short. He's a 4. Keep an eye on that. Backman at second. He's a 3. Hernandez, of course, is a 1. Behind the plate is Gary Carter. Gary Carter is a 2 behind the plate with a +2 arm. On the mound is the good doctor, Doc Gooden. Again, 18-9, 3.19 ERA, 242 hits, 248 innings. He is a +6. So the Dodgers will run if they can in this game. So let's go. Here's Steve Sachs. 277 hitter, 5 home runs, right-handed hitter against Gooden. We're underway here for the Dodger half of the first. 2-7, and that is a fly ball left field. Just missed it. Mcreynolds is there, makes the catch, and that's out number 1. So kept the speedy Sacks off the bases, and now here's Franklin Stubbs. Pretty good speed himself. Stubbs is a 4 first baseman, though. He's a 223 hitter, 8 home runs. Gooden looks in, gets the sign from Carter. Here's the swing. 2-6, and that's a strikeout for the Doctor. So the Doctor makes his first house call and get the second out here in the first. Here is the left fielder, Kurt Gibson. 290, 25 home runs, 28 doubles, MVP, looking to be in the season. Gibson, a left-handed hitter against Gooden. Gooden looks on. Here's the pitch. 3-8 single, 1-2. No, that's an 8. Line drive to Backman ends the first. We played 1-2 Mets here in Hollywood. Top of the second for Dodgers, Carter, Backman, and Gooden. The bat for the Mets here in the second. Thank you, RJL. Listening from work. There you go. You got a job where you can listen to YouTube. Hey, can't go wrong with that. So here is Gary Cotter, as I like to call him, Mr. Cotter. That dates me a while from my age. Carter, 242, 11 home runs. Hits against Hershiser. Top of the second. Uh-oh. Rolling dice. Got to buy more dice. Can have that. So roll all the dice off the table. Let's make sure we're still looking what we're doing here. Yes, I like my look there. So we'll continue on. So here is Harshak, Mr. Carter. Here's Gary. 2-6, and that's a ground ball too short. That's Alfredo Griffin comes up and throws him out. So Carter thrown out easily for out number 1. Here's the second baseman, Wally Backman. 294 bats, hit 303, no home runs, good speed. Usually plays against right-handed pitching. Hershiser looks in, gets a sign. Here's the pitch. 3-8 single for Wally Backman, and he's got some speed. We'll see if he can run. Let's see if he can run on Sosha and Hershiser. -2 for Hershiser, -2 for the hold. And Sosha is a -2, so it's a -5 for the algebra. Can't go over a -5. So Backman first number is a 15, so he becomes a 10. So he'll be held, but won't be going. 1 out. And here's a good Doctor. He'll go ahead and sacrifice.
Wait, are you saying nothing you want me to?
So here's the sacrifice. Oops. Can't keep a sacrifice on the table either. And I can't throw the dice on the table. Boy, that's strike 2. Fouled off again, you're out. So here it is, a 2-strike count here. Here we go. Oh, and it's a 4. Holy smokes. That might be a serious good bunt. Let's look at our charts here. If we can pull them up real quick. So a sacrifice on a 4. It is batter thrown out by the pitcher, throws 1 base. So it's 1-4 on a sacrifice. 1-4 on a sacrifice. Runner will hold. So Mookie Wilson will get a 2-out opportunity. So assist by the pitcher and a put out by the second baseman covering first. So 2 outs. Runner on second for Mookie Wilson. So here's Mookie. So Mookie comes up. Mookie ground ball to second his first time up. He has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Hitting left-handed against Hershiser. Hershiser looks and deals 5-8, and he struck him out. So Hershiser gets out of the second inning, leaving a Met in scoring position. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left at the end of an inning and a half. It's 2-0 Mets. So for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Mike Marshall will be the batter, followed by John Shelby and Mike Sosha. Mike Marshall, 277, 20 home runs, 27 doubles.
Every single time.
Here we go. The swing, 1-9, deep drive to left field. That is back. That is gone. Mike Marshall. And the Dodgers are in this game. 1-9, home run, 1-14. It's a 2. So Marshall takes the grand tour, and he gets the high five from Shelby. So the Dodgers make it a 2-1 ball game, and they're in this game. Here's John Shelby now. Shelby, 263 and 10 home runs. Gooden looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Fly ball right field. Strawberry's there, drifts in and makes the catch for out number 2. Here's the catcher, Mike Scioscia. Boy, he has definitely his name does not go well in the New York area after this season. 257, 3 home runs during the year. Of course, he gets the big one in the season. Gooden looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch from Gooden. 4-6 single for Scioscia. So Scioscia's on board. He is an E-stealer. He won't be held. He's only 1-8 running, and there's only 1 out. So here is Jeff Hamilton. So runner on first, 1 out for Hamilton. Hamilton, 236 and 6 home runs. He is a right-handed hitter against Gooden, the right-handed pitcher. Runner on first, 1 out. Here we go. 1-9. And that's a shot down the line. That's going to go all the way to the wall past Mcreynolds. It skips by him. Oh, my. Scioscia around second, round third. He's going to be sent home. Hamilton will go in the third with a triple, and we're tied at 2. So the Dodgers tie this at 2. A 1-9 is a triple, 1-3, and there's a 2 there. So Jeff Hamilton, 2 triples during the year, tie this game at 2. So runner on third, 1 out. Davey Johnson will play the infield back. They're not going to. Well, Hershiser on the mound. They're going to. Well, Griffin's only a 189 hitter. They're going to play in on contact on Hamilton. 2-2 score. Runner on third. Griffin a switch hitter, batting from the left-hand side. The hit against them. Dodgers tie this thing up just as quick. 1-11, right drive right at the shortstop. Howard Johnson played him perfectly. Oh, boy. So runner on third and 2 outs, and here's the pitcher spot, and that is Oral Hershiser. So Hershiser, so it's 2-2, runner on third, 2 outs, a lot of 2 outs. So Hershiser to swing. Gooden from the stretch. Can they keep him off his own card? 3-4. He walked him unbelievably. Stratomatic. He's a 2-hitter pitcher's card. 3-4 is a walk. That is just unbelievable. And Gooden can't believe it. He feels like he's being rigged. He feels like he is being screwed here. First and third, 2 outs. And here's a second baseman, Sachs. Sachs, a 277 hitter. This pretty much opens up the lineup now for the Dodgers. It resets it. So now Gooden's got to get this man out from the stretch. First and third, 2 outs, tied up at 2. And it's going to be, rolls around, 4-10 on Gooden, 5-ball center field. That's Mookie. Mookie is a 3. It is on a 9. 9er on a 3. Does he make the play? No, he does not. It goes over his head. A 9 on a 3 on Mookie is a double 3 stars. That will score them both, and the Dodgers lead 4-2.
Of course.
So a double over the head of Mookie. He didn't play deep enough. He didn't play deep enough for Sachs. Hamilton will score. Hershiser will score from first, and they take a 4-2 lead. So both these pitchers may not be around long. In this, there's no consequences for the dot. So what I'm going to do, if you reach your point of weakness, the first hit after the point of weakness, you have to be removed. So I'm going to leave him in there to see if he can make it after the 5th run. But if he can't, we're going to have to figure something out. So runner on second. Dodgers now lead 4-2. And now here's Franklin Stubbs. Struck out his first time up. Gooden from the stretch. That's another foul ball. Boy, I can't keep things on the table. It's only the 2nd inning. Here's the swing. 4-10. And that's a 5-ball center field again for Mookie. That's a 4. This could be a problem. Mookie may have misjudged this one. 4. It's a 4 on a 3, and he literally drops it. It's a 2-base error on a 4 on a 3. Holy Mets magic. Coming to a complete stop. Sachs will score. He was running on the pitch, and Stubbs will go in the 2nd on the error. So that's a 5-run inning, but that should not go against the point of weakness because it was an unearned run. Holy cow. So in E8, we're going to go ahead and turn Sachs into into an unearned run because he scored with 2 outs. And let's go and unearn that one. So here we go. So if they score another run, that well, you know what? Let's keep it as is. Here is Gibson. Unbelievable. A 5-run second inning for the Dodgers. Gibson the swing. Mookie having his issues in center field. 6-8 is a fly ball left field. Mcreynolds makes the catch, and this inning is over. But the Dodgers score 5 runs on 4 hits. A huge error there at the end. They leave 1 at the end of 2. Stay with us, folks. 5-2 LA. What a crazy inning that was. The good Doc did not deserve any of that. I mean, a lot of that was Mookie misplaying stuff in center. I guess we're in twilight, I guess. You can honestly say if this is a night game, this is played with a light still on in LA. So he definitely had problems seeing that ball before the lights took effect. Top of the third, here is Jeffries. He unassistedly hit the first his first time up. Oral with a 3-run lead here in the third now. Here's the pitch to Jeffries. 4-6 is a pop to short. Griffin's there, makes the catch for the first out. So Jeffries is retired. Oh, and there goes. I'm having a bad hands day. So Hershiser is out. So that's Jeffries out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. Did I do that right? Hang on one second, folks. I'm kind of resetting my cards here. So it's Hernandez, Strawberry, Mcreynolds, Johnson. Then we go Carter. And then goes to Backman, to the pitcher's card, and then Mookie and Jeffries. So here we go. 1 out in the third for Keith Hernandez. Walked and scored his first time up. Here's the pitch from Hershiser. 6-9 is a pop to second. Sachs is there. Has to wait for it and makes the catch. So that is out number 2. So Hernandez retired. Now here's Strawberry. Doubled his first time up and came around the score on the 2-run double from Mcreynolds. 2 outs in the third. Here's the pitch. 2-9 is a walk. So Strawberry walks another 2-out walk. Oral didn't learn his.
A little bit better to be in a building, though.
Oral again did not do that. So here's Kevin Mack. Mack doubled in 2 runs his last time up. Hershiser from the stretch. Strawberry with a good lead, but it would drop into a 10 also. So he'll be held, but he won't be running. Here it is. Here's the pitch to Kevin Mack. 4-9 ground ball to second, picked up by Sachs, throws him out, ends the third inning. So 2.5 in the books, 5-2 LA. What a start for the Dodgers. So here is Mike Marshall. Basically, they batted around in the second. Marshall will now swing away. Marshall homered to start that electric second inning, but who would have thought after that would have happened? Gooden looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 4-6 single for Mike Marshall. So he has his second hit. Base hit number 5 for the Dodgers. And now here's John Shelby. Runner on first and nobody out. Marshall is not starred, but he's going to run because he has that. Because they're talking about a +5 with Gooden at least. So we're going to see if we can get the lead on a 4 first of all. He cannot. So that's still making 11 to run, but he will not go anywhere. So Shelby to run. Here we go. Runner on first and nobody out. Shelby switch hits from the left side. 2-9 is a strikeout to John Shelby for out number 1. So Shelby out. Good strikeout for good in there. And now here is Mike Scioscia. So Scioscia singled and scored his first time up. Gooden from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-4 is a fly ball center field. That will be Mookie. Mookie makes the catch. And Mookie kind of smiles a little bit. He's had some issues out there. And here is Jeff Hamilton. Hamilton tripled in a run his last time up. That was one of those weird triples. Again, Mookie, looks like the Mets just misplayed some of these Dodger hitters with some of the shots they had. So here we go. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-5 on Gooden, and that's a single off Gooden. So Jeff Hamilton gets his second hit of the ball game. Runners will, Marshall's on at second. There's 2 outs. He was being held, so it'll be a +1 to Marshall if he wants to run. So 1-14. He will stay at second. So first and second, they're not going to try to run him there. First and second and 2 outs for Alfredo Griffin. So Griffin, the batter, he lined the shorts first time up, and they thought they got out of that inning when that happened. Hershiser drew an amazing walk in that inning, and then Steve Sachs with a huge 2-base error opened up the floodgates against. He actually doubled in 2 over Mookie's head, and then Stubbs had the error on Mookie that followed. So talking about Mookie having a really bad inning. So here's Griffin batting lefty against Gooden. 2-3, and that's a fly ball right field. Strawberry's there, makes the catch, and that will end the third. We played 3 in Hollywood. Dodgers 5, Mets 2. So due up for the Mets this inning, it will be Hojo, followed by Carter and Backman. The bat for the Mets here in the 4th. Sure, everybody is still watching, or they were watching, or probably went back to work. That's okay too. So we go back to our box score, and now it's Howard Johnson, switch hitter. He'll bat from the left side against Hershiser. Hershiser seemed like got me under control a little bit. Here's a swing, 6-7, ground ball to short. Griffin is a 1. That's an 11. That's an error on Alfredo Griffin. Oh. So Alfredo Griffin rolled off his arm, and that's the play he makes 99% of the time. And there you go. There's an error from Griffin, and now the Mets have the leadoff man on. They're down 3. Howard's got some speed, but again, it's a -5. It'll be a 13 or less if he can get it on a 2 and 5 and 10. Let's see if he can get the lead first of all. It's a 7, so I don't have to run. That's better. So now here's Carter. Carter popped the shorts first time up. Hershiser from the stretch gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 2-10, back to the pitcher. Carter, 2-10, super. Nope, that was a single 1-12. That would have been a hit. Damn it. 2-10 is a ground ball back to him out. Hershiser fumbles around with it. He goes a short, gets the lead man. He had a double play ball in front of him, but Hershiser could not get it out of his glove. He cannot make the throw, and finally did, and still got Johnson by about a step. So runner on first and 1 out. And now here's Wally Backman, singled his first time up. Switch hitting, batting from the left-hand side against Hershiser, the righty. Here's the pitch. 4-3, and that's a catcher's card X on Sosha. So Sosha is a 1 on a 3. 3 on a 1. And that's a pass ball and a pop-up. So it's a pass ball. You have to go again. And then Backman pops up. So that's a P2. So runner on second now with 2 outs with a runner in scoring position, but it puts up the pitcher spot in the lineup, Dr. K, Doc Gooden. He's a 3-hitter, hitting pitcher card with a runner on second. Hershiser from the stretch. Let's see if Gooden can help himself in this situation. That's a 1, that's an 8, and guess what? Doc Gooden did it. This is a situation where pitchers hit. Base hit, Gooden. That will score the run. Mets now trail 5-3. So Carter scores. And Gooden with an RBI knock. So how about that for Dr. K? 1-8, double 1-4, single 5-20. So a big hit for Carter. For Gooden. It scores Carter. Now, if they would have turned the double play there, this inning would have been over. So again, Dodgers defense kind of comes up a little bit shaky there. It's now a 5-3 ball game for the leadoff hitter, Mookie Wilson. Batting lefty against Hershiser. Hershiser from the stretch. 2-3. Oh, right. And Mookie's shot again. Hit it to Sachs. Picks it up and throws them out. And the Mets will now go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 5-3 LA. So let's give you a kind of recap what's going on here. It is 5-3 Dodgers, last of the 4th. The Dodgers 5 runs, 6 hits and an error, while the Mets 3 runs, 4 hits and an error. For the Dodgers this inning, it'll be Hershiser, Sachs, and Stubbs. against Doc K here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's a pitch from Gooden. 1-10 is a strikeout on Hershiser. Not this time. So Hershiser strikes out, one away, and here's Steve Sachs. Steve Alto Sachs. He has fly to left and doubled in 2 runs. Gooden looks in, gets a sign. Here's the pitch. 4-6 single for Sachs. So Sachs is on again. Now he's got speed to burn, and this is going to be an ugly situation. 2, 5, and 11, but he goes regardless. So it's a 9, doesn't get it, but he still gets a +5, and gives wait a minute. So it's -2, +2 on Carter, +6, so still a +5. It's 19 or less. Basically not a 20, it's a 16. He still steals it. So Sachs with the steal on Gooden just does not hold runners on effectively. Runner on second and 1 out. Here's Franklin Stubbs. So Stubbs now comes up with a runner in scoring position. Gooden from the stretch. Does Sachs want to try it? Because that really changes things around. He's a +6, a -4 to hold, and a +2. So that would still make it a -2, a +6. So still be a +4. So if he gets the lead, it's an 18 or less. So let's see. He's going to try to be aggressive, and he can't get the lead. So Sachs unable to get the secondary jump. So now here's Franklin Stubbs. Runner on second, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Gooden. 2-10, ground ball to second. He gets the job done. Nicely done. Picked up by Backman. Throws him out. The runner will go 90 feet and go to third. Runner on third and 2 outs. And now here is Kurt Gibson. Gibson is 0 for 2 after everyone having such good starts. He's lined to second and fly to left. Gibson a chance against Gooden. Runner on third, 2 outs. Gooden looks at the runner at Sachs. Here is the pitch. 3-6. It's a strikeout for Gibson. So good strikeout for Gooden. Gets out of the 4th inning. It's 5-3 Dodgers. So Gooden gets out of the 4th. We go to the 5th. Top of the 5th going on here at Dodger Stadium. National League Championship Series replay. Game 1 using Matic. So here we go. Back in the saddle again. We go to the top of the 5th inning. It is now Jeffries, Hernandez, and Strawberry. Jeffries is 0 for 2. Hershiser looks in. Here's the pitch. That's a 1-4 ground ball down the first. Stubbs flips it to Hershiser, and that's out number 1. So with 1 out, here is Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. That's been hurting Hershiser so far, those walks. Hershiser from the windup. Oops, roll 3. Nice, Mike, not 2. So again, here is Hershiser. Winds up and deals. And 2-11 for Hernandez. A ground ball to second. Again, he hit the right columns, but Sachs is there, makes the play. 2 columns where Keith wants to be. So Keith just misses that one. Now here's Strawberry. Strawberry doubled and scored and walked. So Strawberry comes up with 2 outs. He comes up against Hershiser. Hershiser looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That's in a 4 column and a 6. That's a pop to short. Alfredo Griffin is there, makes the catch and ends the inning. Mets go 3 up, 3 down. It's official here in LA. It's 5-3 Dodgers. So now for the Dodgers, last of the 5th, Mike Marshall is homered and singled, followed by Shelby and Sosha. Marshall the bat here in the last of the 5th. 5-3 LA. Dodgers the 5 spot in the 2nd inning. 6-5 is a single for Marshall. He's got 3 hits. So Mike Marshall having a 1988 NLCS Game 1 to remember. 3 hits in Game 1. So now here is John T-Bone Shelby. Fly to right and struck out. Marshall is on. Does he have speed to speak of? No, we talked about this before. We're going to roll for that 4. If he gets it, he's in good shape. So let's see. Ooh, another 7. Running a lot of 7s today. Becomes an 11 if he wants to run. He won't. Here's Shelby. Shelby has fly to right, struck out. Shelby switch hitter, batting against Gooden the righty. 5-8, ground ball to second. Let's see if Backman can turn 2 on this. This is something they read. It's a 3. It's on 11. It's 11 on a 3 ground ball B. Backman could not get the release. He pitches it to the shortstop, Johnson. And again, that's what happens. So a fielder's choice, again, that'll be 4-6. So now the runner on first and Shelby. Shelby with a lot better speed than Mike Marshall, and you can look at him probably to run. So now here's Sosha. Shelby, yeah, definitely. It's a 17 regardless. It's a 20 or 17 if he gets the lead. Shelby on a 2-5 does not get the lead. Roll another 7. But because of the +5 again, it's a +6 on Gooden, -2 to hold, +2 for Carter. It's a 17. It's a 17 or less. And he's in there. Another stolen base, this time for John Shelby. Gooden definitely has to start holding some runners on. And Dodgers are really taking advantage of this right now. So it's a runner on second and 1 out for Mike Sosha. Sosha so far has singled and scored and fly to left. Gooden from the stretch with Hamilton on deck. Let's see. 6-4, 5-ball center field. In is Mookie and makes the catch. Throws it in for out number 2. Here's Jeff Hamilton. He's 2 for 2. Tripled a run and singled. Dodgers with 8 hits. The Mets with 4. Last the 5th. Dodgers lead 5-3. So with a weak hitting, Alfredo Griffin on board, and then Hershiser. Let's see what they'll do. Hamilton's been hitting the ball real well. He's only a 236 hitter. He's just getting really lucky in columns he's hitting. Gooden's going to pitch to him. This is Doc, so he's going to try to pitch to him out of this. So if this was Alfredo, I don't know, he would do something different. 5-8 for Doc, and that's a ground ball to second. Again, that's Backman. That's an 11 on a 3, and this time he makes the play. Nicely done. So he gets out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, runner left in scoring position. We played 5 here in Hollywood. 5-3 Los Angeles. So top of the 6th, Game 1 National League Championship Series, Stratomatic replay, playing basic with some hybrid on the ways. And we're underway here at the big ballpark in Chavez Ravine. Let's fix things up here. Both starters have gone all the way, even though Gooden technically could have hit his point of weakness. But we're going to leave him in there because that 5th run was unearned. So now here is Kevin Mcreynolds, 1 for 2, knocked in 2 runs with a double. Here is Hershiser and the pitch. 3-12, ground ball down the 3rd. Good play there by Hamilton. Throws them out, and Mcreynolds is out. So 1 away, and here's Howard Johnson. He ground to short and reached on an error. Switch hitter batting from the left side against Earl. Earl looks in. Here's the pitch. 6-4. That's a deep drive down the right field line off the top of the wall. Howard Johnson will have a 1-out double. So that was a home run, 1-5. 15's a double. So you don't get many against Earl, and he found at least a double on the card. So runner on second, 1 out. Again, the Mets trying to claw back. Here's the catcher, Carter. 0 for 2. Fielder's choice and a run scored. Hershiser from the stretch. Gets the sign. Here it is. That rolls around nicely. Carter kind of likes that 3-column, 3-6. No, he found the dead roll on there. Foul out. He found the second baseman. That is Sachs. Makes the catch. 2 outs. Carter knew it. Threw the bat down in disgust. 2 away. And now here's the tough little hitter, Wally Backman. Backman has singled and then popped behind the plate. So he's 1 for 2. So Backman batting lefty against Hershiser. Runner on second, 1 out. Mets need a claw back in this. Hershiser from the stretch. 5-7. Ground ball to second. That is Sachs. That could be a problem in itself. He's a 3. He's an 8 on a 3 and should make the play on it, and does. So Sachs makes the play, and the Mets are done in the 6th. No runs, a double, but he was left stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 5-3 Dodgers. So now the question will be, what will the Mets do next inning? Gooden leads off, so we'll see. 5-3 LA, Griffin, Hershiser, and Sachs against Gooden. We think this should be a fairly peaceful inning. Griffin's 0 for 2, switch hitting, batting lefty against Gooden. 4-9, 5-ball center field. Mookie's there, makes the catch for out number 1. So now here is Hershiser. He has walked and scored and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Gooden looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That is a 6-7, and that is, 6-7 to strikeout. Big strikeout on Dr. K. So 2 outs, and now here's the second baseman, Steve Sachs. Sachs has 5 to left, doubled in 2, then scored on an error and singled and stole second. 2 for 3 on the ball game. Gooden from the stretch, trying to pitch a peaceful 6 innings. 4-11, and that's a ground ball to short. Here's your problem. Johnson is a 4. It's in the hole. That's a 6. That's probably going to go through. It does. So an infield base hit for Sachs. That almost could give Sachs third base. So let's see. Sachs will run one way or the other here. We roll another 7. No, it's an 11. He gets the lead on 11. So he only gets thrown out on a 20. So here we go. And he's safe. Stolen base, Sachs. So the Dodgers running like Will on Gooden here. Runner on second, 2 outs. Gooden the lead off the bottom of this inning. And now here's Franklin Stubbs, the left-handed hitter.
Is he here?
Oh, Stubbs 0 for 3. So Gooden from the stretch. Runner on second. 2 outs. Here's a pitch. 3-4 ground ball back to the mound. Nicely done. Picked up by Gooden. Throws him out and ends the 6th. No runs. 1 hit. 1 left. We played 6. It's 5-3 LA. So we go to the 7th inning. Now the decision's got to be made here. What do the Mets want to do with Doc K? Does the doctor stay in? It is a National League Championship Series game here. It's only game 1. So let's see if we can find some information. I believe Gooden went 8 or 9 innings in this start. Gooden in this start went 7 innings. Then Myers came in and got the win. So here we go. So he would have gone 6 here. So an option is going to be there for the Mets. Top 7. It's late, folks. I think the Mets might have to make a change here in a pinch hitter here. So Gooden will come out, and the change will be made. So let's see. So Gooden comes out. Top of the 7th. Now the question is who can swing a bat? 234 Sasser. No, you don't want to use your only catcher. Don't want to do you have a 270 in Dykstra, 277 Magadan, and they're going to try Mag. Do they want to try to tie it up right now? Who do they have up? They have all their power coming up. They may not get another chance. So Lenny Dykstra will come in, possibly a double switch, so he'll be a better center fielder. So Dykstra, the batter, will lead off the 7th. So let's go ahead and make the change in here. So leadoff hitter will be Lenny Dykstra Nails. So Nails comes in, hits against Hershiser. Hershiser gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Lenny. 1-4. Deep drive to right field. Way back off the top of the wall. It's a double for Dykstra. Holy cow. 1-4 home run, 1-13. Roll the 20. So Dykstra doubles the lead off the 7th, and a good decision there by Davey Johnson. So now here's Mookie Wilson, runner on second and nobody out. Hershiser in a little bit of an issue here early. Hershiser from the stretch, runner on second, nobody out. 1-7 for Mookie. Ground ball to thirds in front of him. Picked up by Hamilton, throws him out and holds the runner. Dykstra had a hold there, 1 away. So Mookie unable to get the job done, and now here's Jeffries. So Jeffries the batter. Jeffries is 0 for 3. So the kid having a problem adjusting to the limelight. Switch hitter, lefty against Hershiser. Hershiser from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-10, fly ball center field. Again, that's Shelby. Makes the catch, and Jeffries is 0 for 4. So now here is Keith Hernandez. Boy, the time for Keith to come through in a clutch. 0 for 2. Walking a run scored. Hershiser against Hernandez. Lefty-righty combination, runner on second, 2 outs. Hershiser from the stretch. And the pitch. It rolls around nicely. It's a 6-7. Ground ball short. That's Griffin. That's a 12 again. It went off the arm again. It's an error on Alfredo Griffin. His second error of the ball game. Dykstra will go to third. Holy cow. 2 errors by the one shortstop Griffin. So now it's a first and third, 2 outs. And the Met inning continues, and here's Mr. Strawberry. Oh, here's the original straw that stirred the New York drink. Strawberry comes in, first and third, 2 outs. Big blow here. Lasorda has lefties in the bullpen, including former Met Orozco. But Hershiser's going to try and work his way out of this. On deck is Mcreynolds. Hershiser from the stretch. First and third, 2 out. Here's the pitch. 6-9. Pop the second. Sachs is there. Makes the catch and ends the inning. Oh, the Mets had an option there. No runs. 1 hit. 2 left. 1 error. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Hug somebody. It's 5-3 favor of the Dodgers. Let's see who the Mets will have to bring in to keep this close. Now with Strawberry in there, they're probably not going to make the double switch here. You don't want to do that. So let's see who the Mets will go with here in the last of the 7th. You know what? We'll go with Roger Mcdowell. Only 1 home run, so he ain't giving up bombs on his card, that's for sure. The Dodgers are going to have to hit him on his own. McDowell was pretty nasty this year. So he only gave up 80 hits, 89 innings, 46 Ks, 31 walks. He's a 2, so he can go 2 innings probably the rest of this way. So 7th inning, it'll be Gibson, Marshall, Shelby, lefty, righty, switchy, the bat against him. So let's put a new pitcher in the game. So new opposing pitcher for the Mets. It's Roger Mcdowell in the game, and he'll stay in the game and bat 9th. So now here's Gibson, last of the 7th. Dodgers 5 runs, 9 hits. Mets 3 runs, 6 hits. Dodgers with 2 errors. Mets with 1. Here is Gibson. Gibson swings away. 112 ground ball to first. Oh, he'll limp it out. He might be hurt. Ground ball to first, and he's out of there, and he'll be out of there all right. So Gibson will have to come out. So Mickey Hatcher will probably end up coming in and playing the field for him, and that's going to be a big one. Again, we're playing as played for the championship series, because I'm not sure we're going to do the World Series. If the Dodgers make it, do I really want to keep Gibson out the entire postseason? That's the whole Jim Rice 1975 thing. What do you do? So we'll see if that's the case. But let's see where Hatcher. Oh, Hatcher's a 4. Don't want to do that. Stratomatic says you can take somebody who's a 3 in right field, and he can go right to left without losing anything. So the new left fielder will be Mike Davis. So Mike Davis will come in the game. We'll make that change when necessary. So now there is 1 out. So 3 unassisted. So Gibson having problems all year with knee issues, kind of hobbles on off there. So now here's Marshall. He's 3 for 3. McDowell looks in. Here's the pitch. 6-6, 5-ball left field. Again, that is the left fielder. Comes over as Mcreynolds, makes the catch for the 2nd out. First time they retired Marshall. And now here is now John T-Bone Shelby. Shelby 0 for 3 in the ballgame with a strikeout, batting lefty against McDowell. McDowell full swings. Here's the pitch. 3-11 ground ball to second. Backman's got it, throws him out, and ends the 7th. We go to the 8th. Mets running out of outs in game 1. It's 5-3 LA. So now the new left fielder will be Mike Davis. So let's go ahead and change defense. The new left fielder will be Mike Davis. Taking a deep breath here. And let's see, we'll make the change in the lineup also, has me. So Davis will now go into the left spot there, put him in the lineup there, and then we go ahead and flip it back. So we're now in the, oh, we need to flip it back again. How about that? So we need to go ahead and do, sorry about folks. Give me 1 second. So let's go to
double howdy. Okay.
All right, so now the Mets send up here in the 8th inning. Mets 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Dodgers 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Mcreynolds, Jeffries, Carter against Oral Hershiser. This is his point of weakness inning. He pitched a complete game in real life in game 1. So let's go to the field. Mcreynolds 1 for 3, 2 RBIs. Mets have running out of outs. They have 6 outs left in game 1. They won game 1 of the NLCS. Here's the pitch from Hershiser. 2-10 for Mcreynolds. There's a pop third. Hamilton is there. Makes the catch for out number 1. So Mcreynolds is retired. And now here's the shortstop, Howard Johnson. Johnson 1 for 3, including a double, but he was stranded at third back in the 6th. Remember that. That's some big things, remember. Hershiser looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 5-2, ground ball to short. That's Griffin. He's had some issues out there. It's a 7th, makes the play. So Alfredo Griffin kind of smiled that one off, made the throw. There's 2 outs. And now here's Gary Carter. Mets running out of outs. In the 9th, Louis Backman, a pinch hitter, and Mookie Wilson. So now the Mets want to get something started. They don't want to be 2 runs behind. Hershiser looks into Carter. Here's the pitch. There it is, 5-10 on Oral. That's a strikeout for Hershiser. Oh, he gets stronger as we finish. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-3 LA. So now it's going to be for the Dodgers. Sosha, Hamilton, and Griffin with Oral in the 4th spot. Does he do a Cole? Does he do a Cole for the Mets, for the Yankees, and man his manager to keep him in the game and pitch the 9th? We'll see. So now here is Sosha, 1 for 3 with the run scored. Left-handed bat against the right-handed Mcdowell. Here's the swing. 6-6 is a fly ball left field. Mcreynolds there. Make the catch for out number 1. So now here is Jeff Hamilton. Stone cold. And here's Hamilton. He's 2 for 3, a triple and an RBI and a run scored and a single. 2 for 3. Hamilton against McDowell, not the musical. 2-8, ground ball to third. Good play there by the third baseman. Nice play there by Jeffries, and there's 2 outs. So 2 outs in the 8th, and here's Alfredo Griffin, 0 for 3 in the ball game. Will bat lefty against McDowell. This will be the last time around for the Dodgers. Mets will have one last turn. Here we go, 5-10. 5-ball center field. Good play there by Mookie. Makes the catch. And we go to the 9th. Last chance to get your Dodger dogs. It's 5-3 LA. So top of the 9th coming up. Backman followed by McDowell and Mookie. So section 518 from his workplace going, ugh. So let's see if the Mets can help him improve how he's feeling. See if we can get some Pepto and get the Mets 2 runs here in the 9th. Here's Backman, 1 for 3, singled, and then popped a second, third. He'll stay in the lineup, lefty against a righty. Hershiser didn't bat, so he'll pitch the 9th. Dodger bullpen is getting ready. Here we go. That is a 1-11 ground ball, the 2nd. Good play there by Sachs. Throws him out for out number 1. So now it goes to the pitcher spot. And again, the Mets will have to have somebody else come in. It'll probably be Dave Magadan. As they say, they are running out of bats. And it's probably one of the better ones. So Magadan will hit. Not much power. Good hitter from the University of Alabama. So it will be Magadan to hit. Loading, let's see, new opposing pinch hitter. Magadan will swing away. So Magadan, there he is, swing away. So he's in the 4th spot of that place. So runner on. He has a left-handed hitter. He's a young lefty hitter. 314 at bats, 15 doubles, a homer. 277. Lefty hitter against Hershiser. Here's the pitch. 4-7 is a single 1-12. It's a 4. That's the second net pinch hit today. So they do at least give themselves a chance. So Magadan at first. Now because he's basically a defunct player on this team, do the Mets have somebody who can run? Because you're probably not going to pinch hit the rest of this game for anybody. Mazzilli is a C 1-13. You're not running, you're not stealing per se, but you can use the extra base to get where he needs to go. Ellster's a 1-14. Tuffle's a 1-13. So, do you let Ellster run in? Do you let Ellster run as a 1-14? Not much of. Oh yeah, it is +3 advantage. So we'll let Ellster run for Magadan, as Mookie Wilson will come up. Wilson has to be in this game basically now, unless you will put Mazzilli out there. So Mookie will swing. So let's go ahead and do a pinch runner. So the pinch runner in the game will be Kevin Ellster. So another young player on this Met team. So Ellster is the new pinch runner. He's on at first. He's on at first with one out. In the ninth inning, Mookie Wilson wants to stay out of that double play. Mcdowell, Hershiser from the stretch. Runner on first, one out. Let's roll the dice. Here's the pitch. That's a 5-8. And that is a strikeout for Hershiser. That's okay because it leaves the middle of this order of Mets a chance, including the young kid, Greg Jeffries. 0 for 4. Unassisted the first. Popped the short. Unassisted the first. And fly to center. This is now Jeffries' turn to see if he is all man to play in this playoff series. Runner on first, 2 outs. Hershiser digs in from the stretch. Tying runner at the plate. Here's the swing. It's a 5 column. You don't want to probably be in there. 5-2. Ground ball to short. That's Griffin. He's a 10 and makes the play. 11 and 12 were the errors. So Griffin gets him, retires the side. Jeffries goes 0 for 5. And the Dodgers, with a 5-run second inning, win the game 5-3. Holy cow. So let's do an end game here. Oh, winning pitcher Hershiser gets the complete game shutout, complete game win. Gooden will still take the loss. We'll have more to say about this. Nice job by Roger Mcdowell. This game was played at Dodger Stadium. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go over the statistics here in Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. I'm probably going to get home from work tonight, upload the American League Championship Series, unless I decide to do more on my payoff pitch thing, which seems to be getting a lot of good reviews so far, so please look for that. It's a payoff pitch, 1978, fast action results, just fast actioning the games and seeing how the winners and losers would be without actually playing baseball. So watch that and see how the results go. So fielding errors was by Mookie with 1. Alfredo Griffin committed 2. And again, Mookie Wilson this was not his game. He made a lot of bad miscues early in the game when Wilson was adjusting to the Dodger Stadium twilight. Left on base, Mets left 8, and that's big. Dodgers left 6. Dodgers, Dykstra with a double, Johnson with a double, Mcreynolds and Strawberry with doubles, and so did Sachs. Triple by Hamilton, home run by Marshall. RBI was by Gooden. Mcreynolds had a pair. Hamilton, Marshall had 1. Sachs drove in 2. The Dodgers ran on Will on Strawberry. We knew they would. Sachs had 2. Shelby had 1. Sacrifice hits Gooden. Runner left in scoring position. Backman, Jeffries, Johnson, Mcreynolds, Strawberry, Mookie left 2. Gibson left 2. Griffin 1. Hamilton 1. And Stubbs. Here's your pitching performances. Gooden went 6 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He didn't deserve that second inning, I'll tell you. So Hershiser, 9 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. That's a nice 3 ERA to start off the ball game. Great performance by Orel Hershiser. As for the big hitters in this ball game, no one had multiple hits for the Mets. Strawberry, Mcreynolds, Johnson, Backman, Gooden, and Dykstra, along with Magadan. Both Dykstra and Magadan were pinch hits. For the Dodgers, Steve Sachs went 3 for 4, runs scored and 2 RBIs. Mike Marshall, 3 for 4, runs scored and an RBI. And Hamilton was 2 for 4, a run scored and an RBI. So Dodgers found a way to mix in, get big outings from 3 of their guys. The 3 of their guys went 0 for 4. Gibson went 0 for 4 before going down with the injury. Franklin Stubbs went 0 for 4. We told you this Dodger team is inept in hitting. They don't hit well. But when you give them extra outs, kind of like Mookie Wilson did, he misplayed a double, and he literally dropped one in his glove, again, early in the game. So we're going to blame the twilight on this. But that really kind of cost the Mets a win. So, again, that was Davey Johnson we questioned of why Dykstra was not getting the start today against a righty in Hershiser. Game 1, final score, Dodgers 5, Mets 3. And we will have Game 2 just as early. So we'll preview that real quick, and we'll tell you what Game 2 will be. Mets won the Game 1 of the actual results 3-2. Dodgers won Game 2 in actuality 6-3. Tim Belcher pitched for the Dodgers and David Cohen for the Mets. So that'll be your Game 2 starters when we have it here on the air. Thank you, folks. Appreciate your time. Final score for the big ballpark, Chavez Ravine. Dodgers 5, Mets 3. Take care, everybody. And how about that? Thank you for coming out to Stratomatic 1988 MLB postseason.